Das ist mein BMW F800 GSA. It's a bit of a trail bike, a bit of a tourer, a bit sporty, but mostly a master of none that costs $16,000. For which I could buy all of these. The greatest dirt bike ever built. The slinkiest Grand Tourer.
It's like magic.
Our ubiquitous favorite sport bike. An indestructible dual sport. A mod, in case I feel like wrenching. Plus my entire selection of beginner gear. 9,999 items for the price of one, all locally for sale at those prices, and none are beat up, used up money pits. In fact, each is rather special. The XR series by Honda is home to the best built dirt bikes in history. See, back in the 70s, everyone was stalking the trails with two strokes, lighter, cheaper, enough horsepower to embarrass Seabiscuit, definitely the future.
Oh, our Suzukis can make it up there real easy. Bigfoot?
Only Big Red had this weird obsession. They kept banging their heads against the XL series, refusing to give up on four-stroke dirt bikes. So when emissions become a thing, a very bad thing, manufacturers are scrambling to clean up their lineups while Honda has it perfected.
The most powerful dirt bike ever to put rubber on a road.
The XR's launch in '79 immediately closest to two-stroke power, and sporting superior suspension, reliability, and maintenance intervals since Honorable Honda was long accustomed to compensating for speed.
What in the world is going on?
An XR will never hinder you. There are faster things and lighter things, but if there's anything you can't do on an XR, it's probably your fault. Our glory day sunsets in 2002 when Honda shifts from XR to CRF. The balance of the former made in Japan, the balance of the latter made in Brazil. Fortunately, 2 decades of Kaizen manufacturing has left a ripe used market. Everything from 50 cc's to 650, up to 10 flavors in a given year, and they're all tasty. Save 2 exceptions. XR models that end in L are lame, detuned versions for street legality. And XRs from the first years, 79, 80, occasionally came with 23-inch front wheels. And they'd roll over boulders, trees, ATV riders. It was totally cool, but impossible to find rubber. Hello, Clarence, a 1985 Goldwing in rare condition. Only that's not rare at all. Huh. Well, let's do the math. And to buy one new, you'd be a fastidious, capital-rich person, probably 40 years old. Today, that'd make you, oh, well, maybe dead. Craigslist is full of sellers aging out of Goldwings. Kinda macabre to buy someone's last motorcycle, but the value is irresistible. Air suspension, inbuilt compressor, inbuilt passenger communicator, 4-speaker sound system, pumping CB radio, FM, the tape deck, trip computer, self-canceling signals, cornering lights, and enough leather to remake the cast of Jersey Shore. A top-end tourer kept under an old man's eye. And these bikes invariably come with shop manuals, green flag for conscientious caretaking, or folder of maintenance receipts. And the only thing better than a mechanically gifted previous owner is a mechanically inept owner with the money to pay a shop for everything. Hunt for a wing with collector plates. The insurance discount is worthwhile when your engine displacement can be measured in nautical tonnage, though mileage is less of a concern. 160,000 kilometers in gull wing years? That's pre-puberty.
Most of my life to have this love come and bury my strife and carry on and carry on, yeah.
The SV650, since 1999, has been filing claims for the best sport bike experience on the road. And because of that, we have many race prep parts, many track day entries, and used ones cost many dollars. Fortunately, this is not an SV650, it's the SV's 2009 replacement, the Gladius. Known colloquially as Gladys for its matronly styling and appalling sales numbers. Gladii command about the same price as a piss-flavored snow cone, which is hilarious because underneath it's the same great SV. Only this 645cc V-twin got Suzuki's MotoGP electrochemical cylinder lining. It got higher lift cams for increased torque, it got longer throttle bodies, and 10-port fuel atomizers off a Gixxer to fix its predecessor's infamously skittish throttle. The package was so hot that when Suzuki relaunched the SV a few years ago, they pulled a naughty nun, stripping off Gladys's frumpy clothes but leaving her body mostly untouched, meaning the greener grass of SV650 race parts usually fit the Gladius side too. Only you won't even have to swap the forks because somehow this had preload adjustable cushions while the new SV got scrap metal. Check the peg feelers. Virgin. And spy the tire edges. Virgin. It's impossible to find a used SV650 that hasn't been humped to all hell, but mint Gladii are everywhere. Just because it was a chick bike and riders couldn't see past their tiny peckers to the brilliant motorcycle underneath. Witness the most adventurous motorcycle ever made. Fast, striking, luxurious. No, no, no. But mile for mile, the KLRs have seen more than GSs and Katums combined. Reason being, they're indestructible. And I once spent 2 weeks explicitly trying to kill one, only to find that when I finally cracked the engine wide open, eBay had 1 million replacement parts under $70, and every other piece was in fine working order. Well, 31 years of perfected production will do that for you. I wouldn't risk taking a Ducati Multistrada as far as Manitoba, but I'll ride a KLR to Mars. Cockroach reliability leaves many survivors on the used market, driving prices unreasonably low. Consider the Yamaha T7, a balance between 6-lane highways and single-track trails, with everyone lining up to suck Yamaha's MSRP like they invented the idea. I contend that our KLR 650 performs the exact same task, with Iron Age technology, but still. The trick to adopting these old dogs is to find a stock one. Because of their reputation as a sturdy platform, too many KLRs get ruined by bad wrenching and bad riding. Factory wiring is good evidence of a Farkle-free life, whereas leecher leads and monochrome electricals from some amateur too cheap to buy multiple spools of wire are as ominous as a plate of bat carpaccio. Only exception is the doohickey. That's KLR speak for a preemptive balancer chain tensioner swap, the only mod you want to see done. I once suspected it a myth until I took apart my own engine and found the stock doohickey in pieces. A few too few pieces. Ugh.
of no return, baby, on the summer night. A shot of love and a spark of love.
Early 2000s, millennials are coming of age. American Chopper is the most popular show on Discovery Channel, and everyone is pouring their economic boon into a custom cruiser. Nowadays, we've moved on to cafes, scramblers, other more authentic, yet identically inauthentic trends, so what? So someone put their retirement savings into this thing, and now Craigslist/motorcycles is just one big competition to see who can give away their Millennium-era custom for the biggest loss. Yamaha Vstars are particularly good. Remember when Honda offered inordinate quality for money in the late 60s, trying to eat into Triumph's market? Well, here's the same story. Harley is selling V-twins faster than dealerships can stock them, so Yamaha invests in this challenger brand called Vstar motorcycles. Expensive componentry, superior performance and reliability, all underpriced to earn that first bite of Harley's pie. Yesterday's deal is today's steal, especially since anyone buying a Japanese cruiser in 2000 definitely bought it to ride it. See, a regularly ridden motorcycle is always safer than someone's garage candy, lovingly adored from afar while it rots from within. Only trick with Millennium-era Stars is to avoid the actual choppers, chopped frame, chopped suspension, no sense procuring dynamics designed in Hamamatsu and then desecrated by a ham-fisted idiot.
Well, it ain't cheap being poor, and I can't take any more. 'Cause the tickets and the taxes and the fees, I work hard for my pay, and they take